Hi, I'm Helen Cameron, the Chair of Audit and Risk Management Committee, and we're just here near Conway Street to look at the roadworks which have gone hugely over budget, and we want to investigate why.
Helen, if I can ask you to begin with, when you say roadworks, what exactly is the scheme?
To me, it looks like more active travel. It looks like bus lanes, taxi ranks, cycleways. Unfortunately, we've seen all of this outside Lime Street Station. That was a catastrophe as well.
Okay, and Jenny, if I can bring you in. Earlier in the year, you were very vocal at a meeting of the Council's Environment Committee about proposals then for cycle lanes. From what you've seen today, are you surprised?
I'm not, but I'm very worried indeed that we've got this ideological viewpoint about people wanting to cycle all across the entirety of Wirral. And we have here a very good example, I'm afraid, of overspend and lack of consultation really with the local people and the local businesses. This is doing real damage to the people here. Yeah.
And in terms of the overspend, how much are we talking in money terms?
The project didn't have sufficient budget, even when it was commissioned. Officers managed to find different scraps of money from different places, but from original about 12, we're now looking at projected about 24 million. That is 100% overspend.
And that is money that will be paid for by the taxpayer, ultimately.
Unfortunately, it's going to cost a lot in interest just to finance this money, because all of this extra capital has to go on some kind of loan facility, and the interest goes through each year's accounts, which means there will be opportunity costs to pay.
Right, okay. And so what's happening then at the Audit and Risk Management Committee? What are your plans for that committee when this report goes through?
The report was published last week, and a fair bit of press reports have seen how damning it is. Internal processes of people, which is also Jetty's area of expertise.
Okay.
Well, I very much think that, yeah, it's a failure of process and it's a failure of people. And at the most basic level of performance, we need a strong level of people and a strong level of process. And I'm afraid anyone who is very concerned about those levels.
Yeah, and it's not the first time that the cycle lane scheme has gone over budget. Do you think there's a pattern here within the council in terms of managing these projects?
The projects being managed traditionally through the highways, as they are roadworks, has been more visible, and certainly there's been a few members of the Conservative Party have been trying to get across this detail and the overspend. However, this is part of a regeneration package, so it's remained a bit hidden, and to this day it's still referred to as a Birkenhead movement scheme, and all we can see is taxi ranks, bus lanes and cycleways all fighting for space.
Okay, so what do you think the outcome will be at the meeting when you consider this report?
We want to see all of the recommendations after the internal audit. We want to see how they will be embedded across all levels of the organisation, because this cannot happen again.
Okay, and when you say the recommendations, are there any in particular that stand out for you as being crucial to this project and others?
I think the trouble is, when we look at those lessons learned, it's a category of failure, on failure, on failure. There's hardly any redeeming features in this project. And I think I really want the local people, all our residents, to be reading this. So I think it's incumbent upon us to make it simple, to give some key messages, simple messages to our residents so they understand money wasted here and overspent here is going to be at a cost to other areas of our borough, which is a real problem for us all.
Thank you, Helen. Thank you, Jenny.